Ladies and gentlemen, we have to admit that Gachagua has become a very smart politician.
President in 2027. Rigathi will be in the ballot. I'll give my reasons. Sindio? Wakikuyu wako hapa. Wakikuyu wako na pesa. Na hawa majaji wanalipagwa. Ikienda second round, they will push. The reason why Rigathi is working so hard is because he knows he will be in the ballot. Mukisi hawezi kuwa president wa Kenya.
Sango nyabuyoma. Ya kule na nirenga igwachete. Ekwagarira abantu bamino mbali korara. Ekwagarira nga Mount Kenya mpaka yanyegeye. Ekanyengi mayatego kire nayo konago kwanwa. J Mambo.
Gachagua, in his interview to the Gusii community, he also had a special message to Dr. Fred Matiang'i.
Tunataka kujua kabisa huyu Fred Matiang'i amekubalika na jamii ya Gusii kama kiongozi wao. Unasikia? Sasa tunajua akija kwa meza amebeba jamii nzima. Na mimi hapo ndio niko na maneno.
Unashuku kwamba jamii haijamkubali?
Mimi nashuku kwa sababu siku amekuja pale. Amelakiwa vizuri sana. Governor Simba Arati, rafiki yangu sana, alikuwa pale. Na kila mtu amesema hawataki Ruto, hawataki Raila, wanataka Matiang'i akuwe rais. Siku 3 baadaye nimesikia huyu Arati akisema Matiang'i kuja ungana na Raila. Sasa mimi nimeshangaa, kwani imekuaje? Kwani hii maneno hamungu amemaliza? I thought hii maneno imemalizika ya kwamba Matiang'i ndio kiongozi ya jamii, aende atafute uongozi. Sasa nimeona governor ameanza kumwambia atienda ongea na Raila ati kwa ODM.
Sasa nimeona Wakisii wote wameenda kwa Matiang'i. Wote. Hakuna watu wengine wanazungumza mambo ya Matiang'i.
Mungu anawapenda na ninawapenda, lakini Mkisii hawezi kuwa president. Population ya Wakisii ukihesabu mpaka wale wako Amerika na Britain, kuwahesabu wote mpaka mtoto, population ya Wakisii ni 400,000. Hiyo mpaka ufufue wale wamekufa bado watafika 450.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to admit that Gachagua is making efforts that we did not expect before. And he's a smart politician as we speak today. He's making so many efforts to ensure that at least he has gotten into most of these communities within the country, in that he has gotten to tell them what he thinks about them.
Munasema ni one term. Ataenda one term. Sema one term. Wewe William Ruto. Wewe Kasongo. Wewe muuaji. Wewe mwizi. Wewe Kasongo. Harambee.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to admit that Gachagua is a smart politician, in the sense that he's using some certain tactics to be able to get into various communities in this country.
Wakisii hawezi. Na uwezi kuwa wewe ndio Rigathi Gachagua unafanyia kazi watu wako na 400,000. Hata Waria wamepita Wakisii kwa wingi. Waria. So in order of number 4, hata nani sihesabu Matiang'i kwa hiyo list. Naanzia na Kalonzo. Kalonzo number 4, he will be bought. Wameshaona Kalonzo akisimama? Umeshawahi ona Kalonzo amesimama kwa ballot? Kalonzo yuko hapo ndio anunuliwe. Yuko sokoni na huyo Wakikuyu watampea pesa na atakuwa deputy wa Rigathi. Number 3, samahani Wajaluo. lakini namba 3 ni Raila Odinga, na nitawapea kwa Raila Odinga atasimama.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to admit that Rigathi Gachagua has become a very smart politician. He's using a tactic that President William Ruto Kenyatta did not use before. He's using the media, local media stations, to speak to the local people on some of the things that he feels he needs to share with that particular community. And I feel there's a possibility that he might be coming to Kisii for probably a tour. Now, today morning as we speak, Rigathi Gachagua held an interview with Egesa FM and some other local media stations to speak to the Gusii community. And on this particular video here, I'm going to share with you some of the things that I borrowed from Rigathi Gachagua's interview. But before I take you through, please, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukua Times, kindly take a second or two to subscribe. And also kindly don't forget to hit that likes button. And most importantly, I want to thank you also those who have been supporting me to hit the 6,000 subscription mark. May God bless you so much, and please join me on the show today. But before I take you through, let me give you 2 seconds to subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's proceed. There is always a special message that Rigathi Gachagua passes to that local community that he is speaking to. And in Gusii community, he had so many messages that he was passing to them. And number 1 in my list, it is the issue to do with support for Matiang'i. Rigathi Gachagua constantly reminded the people of the Gusii that they welcomed Matiang'i very well, and that support we showed Matiang'i should keep going. We should keep supporting him in each and every day. So therefore, in a nutshell, when he was speaking to the people of the Gusii community, he was reminding us constantly that Matiang'i is now the undisputable kingpin of the Gusii region. And being a kingpin, there's a law that is expected of us to ensure that we've always supported him in whatever thing that he's telling us, so long as it is right. So therefore, generally, his major mission that he had in this video today, in this interview today, it is to support Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, and actually to ensure that his popularity is growing, and to stamp the authority that Dr. Fred Matiang'i is representing the Gusii community in the coalition that they are going to make. Number 2, he's also talking about the unity of the Gusii region. He has challenged the Gusii region that if you cannot, as individuals of Gusii region, come out and show the rest of the country that Dr. Okengo Fred Matiang'i is the person you choose, then therefore how do you expect the rest of the communities to do so? So he is simply telling the Gusii community that the first person to support Matiang'i is the person from the Gusii region. You need Azomo Gusii to come together and say Matiang'i tosha. And then as a result, they are going to consider from the other parts of the country if they also consider him as a presidential candidate. And that the Gusii support communicates a lot to the rest of the communities that Matiang'i is a good candidate. We cannot forget here that Matiang'i is well known from Chapakazi. But when we support him as a Gusii community, there's a message we send that we also believe in him. And that is what Rigathi Gachagua was constantly telling the people on this show that he had today with some local stations from the Gusii region.